Nicole?
Yeah, the item was vague. I didn't realize financial matters was this audit thing. But what I pulled out of this was city staff and every protocols and ordinances and contracts and stuff. But what I haven't seen at all is the enforcement of the accountability of those things. In Otis's contract, Article 3.7 talks about performance evaluations. And based on documented behavior, I know he's like, here we go again. Based on documented behavior from third-party companies in 2017, the Osborne report, which is buried, which will come out.
Please stick to the agenda item. It's financial. We're on financial matters.
Action related to city staff, comma.
Regarding financial matters.
That's not what it says.
It's
Doug,
city staff
I know you
council
want to go
on travel.
home and you want to shut
No.
me down, but
No,
if
I'm
you
not trying
just
to
let
shut
me
you down.
finish.
I'm trying to keep you to the agenda item is action related to city staff council on travel and other financial matters.
It doesn't say on travel. It says action related to city staff, comma. And so the action that I'm talking about related to city staff is the enforcement of accountability of your one employee. We have 2017 documented behavior that have you all read it? Has it
Mayor,
been
I'm going to
released?
ask that we stick to the agenda
Yeah.
item.
Well,
Okay.
I'll be honest, it
2000
does say related to city staff.
Thank you.
Council travel.
Just for the record,
Oh,
the Equal Employment Commission threw that out for
Okay,
lack
been
of
dismissed.
evidence.
It was withdrawn. It wasn't thrown out.
Well, let's go back to what.
And then, okay,
related
so
to
that
financial
aside, we
matters.
have 2018 Coke Festival. That was also documented behavior that was unbecoming of a city employee. And then now, tonight, you just settled on another lawsuit where a Dallas attorney is saying that he's a bully and intimidating. Certainly, there's got to be documentation on that, too. So what I'm saying in relation to city staff and possible action is that city council does what they're supposed to do according to Otis's contract and has a performance evaluation based on his performance. Because I know that if I behaved in that way in any of my jobs, then I'd have been fired by now. So is this council doing what they're supposed to be doing and holding him accountable to his contract, or just signing more settlement agreements, letting him go in March? Let him go now if he wants to go. He said on the website that he would be here through the completion of these projects that he started. So why are we removing his non-compete in March? It just doesn't make any sense. So what I'm saying to council, you have one employee. One. Do what you're supposed to do with that one employee. Hold him accountable. Give him the coaching. Take the recommendations that were made from independent attorneys and have him do the classes that were recommended. Do you remember that part of the report? And again, one last thing. I'm going to ask council to release the confidentiality of to release the Osborne report so we can see it, so we can make a determination on whether that was, he was cleared of all allegations. Because what you read in community impact isn't necessarily what you read in the document. And we should be allowed to see that. If we paid for it, did we pay for it? Did we pay for that document, or did we not pay for that? Because if we paid for that, it belongs to the city. And we should be able to see it. If we didn't, it belongs to the attorney, and it's not your document, and I can just disclose it. I've seen it. It's been on the web. People have read it. This is ridiculous. You're withholding this information. You're protecting him because you're trying to protect yourself. That's all.
Thank you.